This is Adventure for Life. I'm Joel. This is day 12 of the 50th anniversary of the 74 Cutlass cross-country tour and odyssey. And I'm sure some ancient Indian tribes placed those rocks in those very spots. Anyway, I am about 5 miles east of Page, Arizona, north of the Grand Canyon, south of Bryce, Zion, Grand Staircase, Escalante. And I've seen pictures of this place. I never knew what it was called. And you guys have seen them too. It's some rock formations that you can walk between, and they've got all these swirly colors. And I always wanted to go there, never knew what it was called, never knew where it was. I think I'm going there today. I think it's called Antelope Canyon. And so if you can see on that sign right there, you see the Cutlass, you see Adventurous Antelope Canyon Tour. So I believe this is called Antelope Canyon. And so that's what I'm hoping anyway. I mean, I saw some spots where it said it was called the eighth great, the eighth wonder of the natural world or whatever. So anyway, I'm going to go do a tour of that. Again, just one of those things. I drove in to Page from this direction. I saw it. I'm like, what's all this Antelope Canyon stuff? Because there were quite a few tour operators, and it's on Navajo territory, and so you got to go on a tour and buy a ticket and all that kind of stuff. It was $130 for me to do this. They've got several tours they do, but because, it's so popular and because I only booked it, half a day in advance, I could only get the shortest tour, which in theory is the best one. Anyway, I'm sure they'll let me video in there, and we'll see what it looks like. After that, I'm planning on going to Zion and then on to St. George and spend the night there tonight. So there's the Adventurous Antelope sign. There's the bus I'm going to get on, and we'll see what's behind all this. Probably nothing. Nice view of the canyon. Okay, so we took this long drive into Antelope Canyon, and we're in here. It was bumpy and probably went 2 or 3 miles, something like that, but really, really, really cool. And we're getting ready to go on that crack right there. Okay, our driver's actually our tour guide, and so this is the entry into Upper Antelope Canyon. We'll see how good the pictures are. The baby elephant. Okay, we're out of the canyon now. This is a view from there, and this is the canyon itself. You can see the crack in the rock. That's where we came from. Unfortunately, they would not allow me to video from inside. I'm going up this walkway. They said prior to COVID that you actually walked back the way you came, back through the cracks, but for some reason, which makes absolutely no sense to me, they changed the rules after COVID, and so we're walking out around. Anyway, I got a ton of pictures. They said the water can get as high as 60 feet deep going through that canyon, through that crack, and we saw logs and limbs and whatnot up that high in the crack that we were walking through, the canyon we were walking through. So, I mean, there was proof that the water had gotten that high. So, pretty cool. By the way, again, this is June, and the weather is, I mean, it's warm today. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, but it is very pleasant from my standpoint, probably 80 degrees, something like that. So that's obviously where we walked up from, but fantastic view. So they've got 3 or 4 more of those canyons that we just now went through. Owl, and I think maybe one of them was coyote or something like that. I don't know, but anyway, again, I tried to buy the ticket for 3 canyon tour, and they were all sold out or whatever because I just made the reservation yesterday. So that's how it goes. Okay, the tour's almost over. I just wanted to give you a quick 360 of what I'm looking at, and I'll show you down the steps here because you get a good overview of where we drove in from. And I can't, so there's the vehicles down there. So here's the wash we drove in from, and they said that this thing, couple of times a year, but 6-7 times last year, they have flash floods in here, and the water can get anywhere from 2 to 10 feet deep in this wash because all the water is coming off of the hills and the mountains around here, and nothing to stop it, nothing to absorb it, so it just pulls up and runs. Okay, that's probably it for Antelope Canyon. It was fantastic. It was not, by the way, it was not the fantastic place that I've seen before. It was like it, but it didn't have all the different colors in the sandstone.